Welcome everyone back to the Game Ball Podcast stream. Tonight we're streaming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Hyperstone Heist for the Sega Genesis, the redheaded stepchild of Turtles in Time. I have Mark joining me tonight. Say hello, Mark.
Hey, so you're streaming the bad one. Got it.
Many people say it's the good one. I don't know. I'm also not good at this game. I don't know. I probably should have looked at the box and the controls because there's things in this game that I still do not know how to do.
Yeah.
Like throw your enemy at the screen.
Oh, okay.
Something cool that this came with. It came with a little Konami poster.
Okay.
So let's see if this holds any secrets. I doubt it. So there are 5 stages: New York City, Ghost Ship, Shredder's Hideout, the Gauntlet, and the Technodrome.
Okay.
So, okay.
I'm assuming you're playing on original hardware.
You are correct.
So I'm assuming no availability to cheats at the end of the stream.
I could if I really wanted to. I can just throw in an EverDrive. But the whole point of this is to use it. Okay. First.
Yeah, that's why I said the end of the stream.
Yeah, at the end we could do that. Alright, well.
Let's get started.
Let's get started.
Yeah, I've never played, to be honest, I never played this one. So, I can't imagine playing this game on a 3-button controller.
I have a 6-button controller.
That's what I'm saying. I'm assuming you have to play it with the 6.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know what any of the buttons are, so...
Hey, Roxy Foxy.
Hi, Jen. So, is it the end of the world outside yet, or what? Also, how do I sound? Am I too low?
I think we're good. She does. I haven't noticed anything here. Then again, I'm in a room with blinds down and curtains drawn, so...
Oh, you would have heard it.
Yeah.
Shredder has the Hyperstone from Dimension X.
Is that the same thing in Turtles in Time?
I think it's called something different.
I thought so.
I don't think it's called the Hyperstone. I could be wrong. Also, my audio is delayed by like half a second. Yeah, so we're already underground here. Like in Turtles in Time, you're on the bridge.
Yeah, that's... I couldn't remember if it was a bridge or just you did like the street and then went to the bridge, but... Yeah, so my history with these games are, I played Turtles 2, the arcade game, on home console, and I've only played Turtles in Time in an arcade.
Yeah, so Turtles in Time is definitely better. I mean, the music is way better.
I'm gonna look that up just to make sure I don't have those backwards.
But it's just a cool game to have. It's also apparently it's rare, really rare.
I can see that. Like I said, I owned all the systems and I don't remember getting it. Yeah, they had Turtles in Time. I was just making sure it was one of those things where Turtles in Time was not in the arcades, and I was just remembering the other one.
Yeah, Turtles in Time was definitely in the arcade. These are the worst. I hate these fucking things.
And correct me if I'm wrong, both of them are 2-player games, right?
Yes. I believe there is a hack to get Turtles in Time 4-player, but I could be wrong about that.
Oh,
Obviously, in the arcade, it was a 4-player game.
I've only watched speed runs, so.
All interesting to see is the dash.
Yeah, but Jen, that symbol looks like the other gamer food, Doritos.
I can use some Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger playing this, everybody would always fight for who would get Don.
Well, he's got the reach, so he's kind of easy mode. As much easy mode as this game can be, this game's not easy.
And since this is original hardware, I'm assuming it's based on continues and all that.
Yeah.
Yes, and I know some of the later remakes and remasters of fighting games like this allowed you to have unlimited continues.
I don't know. I didn't check the options before I turned it on, so it's very possible that you can change the number of continues you get.
You could probably change it to like 5 or 7 or something like that. But I know, what was it? The new Double Dragon, that Neo Double Dragon or whatever it was called.
Yeah, Double Dragon Neo. Double Dragon Neon? Double Dragon
Neon, yeah. That one was unlimited continues. That's how I beat it.
I know that at least Turtles in Time is has a limited number of continues, because I've never beaten.
Yeah. No, they all should be. I'm just wondering what the number is.
Oh, I gotta run over. Jen wants to know what the best kind of metal is.
Ooh. Well, it depends. When I'm not gaming, I can go for a nice diet Mountain Dew.
It's gotta be Baja Blast, right?
Yep. And I was gonna say, if I'm going to Taco Bell, it is Baja Blast. Only because it's the only place I know where to get Baja Blast.
I think it's the only place you can get Baja Blast, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, I got an extra life. It doesn't very often in these games. It's points based, which is the dumbest thing.
Well,
like if you do specific moves, you get more points. Like if you throw them against the screen, which I don't. You know what? I don't know that you can do that in this game because it doesn't have mode 7. Now that I'm remembering.
Well, I guess I'm assuming the advantage you get for this one is the music's much better because of that Genesis chip, that grungy, grimy Genesis chip.
Well, luckily I have a Model 1 Genesis, so the sound is way better than the newer ones.
Yeah. Gen 1 is the one that had the slider for the headphones, right?
Yep. The only way to get stereo sound out of it.
Yep. Yeah, that was the one I had.
Well, I have the one that says high definition graphics on it.
I don't remember. Sad story. The Genesis I currently own that's part of my collection I bought off eBay because my cousin, who's the next one, like, if we were like a royal family, she would be the next one in line, sort of.
Okay.
You know. Because, well, no, technically my nieces would be, because it would be oldest and then their kids. Anyway, she broke my Genesis by, oh yeah, that's right, you fight with xenomorphs.
Yeah. They're the worst.
Because she sat it on the carpet.
Oh, and it overheated.
Yeah. So I got a Gen 2 off eBay for like some guy was stupidly selling just the console for like $25 or something.
Well, luckily, Mark, there are now modifications you can get that make the sound much better.
Yeah, I'm still, when we go to too many games and stuff, I'm going to see if anybody's just doing just the console, like really dumb cheap like that for Gen 1 Genesis. I doubt it, but if I ever see it.
I mean, you got it, especially when we go on the third day. It's very possible.
I should carry a backpack and bring my Gen 2 and go, hey, I'll give you this, give you that for $20. And see if they'll do it.
Yeah, Dan, there's different bosses in this game. Like the first game you fight in Turtles in Time, you fight Metalhead and you fight the Fly and you fight all kinds of other dudes. This one I forget who you actually fight. Yeah, I hate the moves that take away life. It's such a stupid trope in what's it called? In beat 'em ups.
Yeah, I'm a what's it called? I was more of a Streets of Rage guy in this era, but I would play all these beat 'em ups.
Well,
beat 'em ups.
This is a whole era that I kind of missed, minus the like the arcade. That's the only reason I knew what a beat 'em up was.
Yeah, beat 'em up might be my second like go-to genre.
I love beat 'em ups now, but
that's why I absolutely adore the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World game. Because I haven't played it in a while, but probably because Scott Pilgrim's so good. I used to love River City Ransom.
Well, yeah, I mean, the only beat 'em up I really knew about was Double Dragon, because I think either a friend owned Double Dragon, somebody owned Double Dragon. I played the shit out of that game.
Yeah, it was one of those where I rented from Blockbuster, and if I saw anything that remotely had beat 'em up in it. That's why I'm shocked I didn't get to that one that's on the SNES Class. Not SNES Classic, the online thing for Switch. The like Final Fight ripoff.
Oh yeah. There's a couple that I've never heard of that they threw on that Switch online service.
I have my Switch right now.
Did they put this on the Genesis Mini? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I don't have the Genesis Mini. It's the only one I don't have.
Could you look up the?
Yeah, I can look it up. Let me
list.
just go to Switch Online.
Because I feel like this is one of those games that they never really.
It's a license thing.
I know, but they put Turtles in Time on things.
Yeah.
Pizza time. Can I tell you how long it's been since I've had a real pizza? It's been like 4 months since I've had a real pizza.
You don't do that Domino's contactless delivery?
I haven't had takeout in 4 months.
I'm just making. I don't know if you've seen that commercial.
No, yeah, I've seen the commercial, but my wife doesn't trust people, so.
Oh, Jen, before you give him too much credit, it's absolutely because his wife doesn't want pizza and takeout, and not because he's chosen not to eat pizza anymore.
100%. I would have eaten takeout like as soon as I was allowed to. Like as soon as they opened restaurants back.
Yeah. She said good for you when you said I haven't eaten pizza in 4 months.
I have also lost like 20 pounds.
That's probably because you haven't eaten pizza in 4 months.
It definitely helps. I'll tell you that. Having we won't tell them what you do. Well, it's kind of hard to get it. That's the problem.
So the game I was thinking of was Brawl Brothers.
Oh, okay.
It's sort of like the Final Fight knockoff.
Yep.
I think it's Konami.
Well, this is a Konami game also, which is weird to me that it didn't come out on anything. Jen, I used to get pizza every Friday. That was like my thing. Alright, so we're down to for our first continue. We'll see how many we get. Also, if you've ever played Turtles in Time, this game is a lot slower. Like, you move slower. I don't know why. It's just a thing for some reason.
No Turtles game on the Genesis Classic. The 2 beat-em-ups, I can see...
It's gotta be Streets of Rage 2 and 3, right?
No, Streets of Rage 2.
Okay.
And I guess Golden Axe could definitely be
Yeah,
beat 'em
Golden
up.
Axe is a beat-em-up.
Yeah. Not really my favorite. Oh, it has the worst beat-em-up of all time.
What's
Altered
that?
Beast.
Oh, God. There's so many Altered Beast apologists. Just stop.
Oh, it's a terrible game.
Just stop. It's not good. It's not good. I hate to tell you.
The Genesis Classic thing ain't bad. It's just, I have all these games on all the other Genesis things that have come out.
Well, yeah, you're one of those people who probably bought any Genesis collections they could get their hands on. I've never purchased any of those because I didn't own a Genesis when I was a kid, so I had no.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
no
Does this have...
nostalgia for it.
Don't think this one has the first RPG I ever beat. Nope, it does not. Called Shining in the Darkness.
Shining in the Darkness. Okay.
Yeah, it's the first RPG I ever beat.
The first RPG I ever played was Final Fantasy VII, so I probably would have played some on the Genesis and the Super Nintendo had I had one, but at that point in my life I just did not have a game console.
Yeah, the Shining in Darkness, for some reason, my dad really liked that game, so that's why we had it. Yeah, my dad really only played 3 games that I can remember.
My dad played one. Played Duck Hunt. That was it.
He played Shining in the Darkness, Legend of Zelda. He played Link to the Past.
Okay.
And I think he probably played hockey with me. I don't know if that was just me or if it was him, but those were the 2 games I found him playing on the side. Like, without me in the room. I don't know if he still plays games. I know the one thing after my parents separated, he beat Resident Evil, the original, when it first came out. Like, before I even knew what that game was. But yeah, like I said, look at this Genesis thing. I have a bunch of collections. It gives me probably 2/3 of these games. And the ones I don't have, I don't really have a real fondness for.
I remember watching one of the first live streams you did. It was you did the Genesis collection.
Yeah. That one for PlayStation 3 is pretty good. Yeah, it has. I like that they have the correct Road Rash in the Genesis Classic.
Road Rash 3.
No, 2. 2 is the correct one.
Honestly, the correct one is Road Rash for the 3DO. That's the correct.
That's probably true, but nobody's spending what, $200 or whatever.
On a 3DO plus Road Rash.
I love how they have. I think they have all 3 of the attempted Genesis mascots. Before Sonic. Yeah, they have Alex Kidd, Wonder Boy, and Kid Chameleon.
Yep, and none of them worked.
Until Sonic.
Sonic, yeah, it had to have the 2.
Yeah.
It's all about the 2.
I do like it's only someone for us older gamers that I can say the Genesis Grid box meant it was legit.
Yep. That's when you knew.
Alright, this is a good Genesis game. I love for some reason why Sonic the Hedgehog 2 has the checkerboard background.
That's a good question. But 1 doesn't, right?
1 is the grid. Yeah. And you can tell what are mid to late Genesis ones because they're the ones with Genesis down the side in the red.
And then there's the ones that didn't even get nice boxes.
Yeah.
Like, eventually they started coming in cardboard boxes, which were awful.
Yeah. I was looking through. I haven't looked through the in a while. What are the new games on here? Ooh. They just put Donkey Kong Country on here, Daniel. You've probably been playing it on the Switch.
Yeah, Donkey Kong Country was like one of the newer releases. Oh, Rocksteady.
What's the NES new ones? Until I just turned on my Switch for the first time in a while, I forgot that Bravely Default 2 was coming out.
Well, yeah. Which makes no sense. Bravely Default 2 makes no sense, by the way.
Yeah, because Bravely Second already came out.
Right. Bravely Second was the second game.
What are the... they only have 2 new ones. Rygar and The Immortal.
Rocksteady's beating my ass.
Yeah, he's real hard.
This is the second boss, and he's killing me.
Sleep. I feel like I should know this, Jen, but my brain hasn't been great for about 3 days, so you can let me know. Is it Dead by Daylight?
Oh, that's right. Mist is on the Switch now. Hopefully, I don't have to go all the way from the beginning. That would be annoying.
Yeah, you will. It's meant to pump quarters into. This game is meant to pump quarters into. No.
It's not, but it's not. It's not an arcade game.
That doesn't mean they didn't get away from their trappings of it. I mean, hell, Mega Man still has a bunch of its arcade trappings. All the way through the first 6 of them. I wonder if they'll put the next game in that series, you know, and call it by its full name. You know, you gotta have, yeah, they're gonna put in Riven, a sequel to Myst. Gotta say it by its full name.
Did you guys see that I said Stardew is multiplayer on PC now?
Yeah.
Not that that game's gonna push your PC at all.
No, it shouldn't at all. I mean, hell, it runs really good on Switch. Yeah, last week and this week, during the summer months, for those of you joining us for streams for the first time, are usually the weeks where we're very brain drained, me and Jen especially, because the end of the month and beginning of the month are probably our hardest times of the month. As you can tell, I didn't know how to finish that sentence. If I see a Genesis Classic for under 30 when I have money, you know, I would probably pick it up, but I'm probably not going to spend more than that on it.
I feel like they did. I feel like it was on sale.
There were some sales that put it that low, but I didn't have the expendable money at the time.
I hear you. Just cannot stay out of this.
I bought the Idaho DLC
For
American Truck Simulator. The not that I'm gonna play it on stream that much anymore. Yeah, they said you can buy the Idaho DLC by itself for $11.99, or you can finish your Pacific Northwest package, and you get Idaho and this other thing for $10.95. I'm like, well, I think I'm going to finish my Pacific Northwest package. I don't know why it's $1 cheaper, and I get an extra thing.
That's the Steam summer sale for you, Mark.
It wasn't even on sale. It was just apparently I had bought enough of that package that the package deal was like saving money.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand why it was like such as like normally it would be, hey, get these two things and it's $13.99 instead of $11.99.
Right.
I still can't understand how it's cheaper. But I bought it, so I got this. I think this thing I can put on the side of my truck. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't read it.
All right. Through scene 2, and I've used 2 continues already.
First time I'm seeing this Mountain Dew commercial with Joel Embiid in it, and I guess he's doing all the they're doing the crazy do thing, and then one of the flashing things is just a inflatable waving arm man that looks like Joel Embiid that's just blocking shots on a playground. It's real dumb looking.
Do we have an update on the Yankees-Phillies game?
Yeah, it's 6-1 Yanks.
Has Aaron Judge hit 7 home runs today?
I don't think he's hit one. It's been LeMahieu, Gardner, and then someone. Urshela.
Huh?
Urshela?
Marcella. He's a young third baseman. He's the guy that they think is going to be the guy for a few years. Jen, you better be kidding.
He looked good in the 2 at-bats I saw. He scored a run tonight.
He hit 2 home runs last night. 1 to win the game.
Yeah, I love the funny part about watching the game is the Yankees had 2 home runs and they both barely cleared the fence.
That's how they hit
And
him.
then-
They don't need to hit him that far.
And then, well, Jay Bruce hit the homer for the Phillies and he hit like 420 feet.
Well, that's how Jay Bruce hits them. He either hits them that far or he doesn't hit them at all.
Yeah, so I laughed at that, and then I forget who was up to bat, but what's it called? Hit it like right to the edge of the wall at like 380, and I'm like, God damn it! Those little like
That sounds
Looper
like a
thing.
Gardner home run to me.
yeah. Well, was it Gardner? Yeah, it was Gardner that hit the top of the wall and went over.
Oh yeah, that sounds just perfect for Brett Gardner.
The best part about that was McCutcheon. Like ran and then he turned around because he thought he was going to hit the wall, and then hits the top of the wall and goes over, and you just see his body language just like hunch over a little bit, like.
Gotta be kidding me.
Like if I ran to go jump and get that, it would have fell in front of me.
So I figured out how you get extra lives. If you earn 100 points in a level, you get
I do enjoy the people that are taking this season, like, trying to make it as normal of a season as possible when talking about it.
It's not.
And I'm like, no, I'm not. I mean, will I be upset that it's another year of that Bryce Harper contract who's playing pretty well and you don't make the playoffs? Yeah. Because the end of that contract's not going to be great.
Well, I mean, look at the Mets. Cespedes. This counts as a year for him.
Yeah.
And they lose him after opting out. Like, how stupid is that?
And they picked up Billy Hamilton, which is exactly who he replaced Cespedes with.
The dude didn't even make the majors this year.
On the Giants.
On the Giants, right.
I gotta say the hockey's been pretty fun.
I imagine hockey's going to be the most normal sport.
Because they're in Canada to begin
Because
with.
they're in Canada, and 2, they are doing the bubbles, aren't they?
Yeah, them in the NBA and MLS all did bubbles, and they had minimal to any positive test. And every other sport that's not doing some kind of bubble, including footballs, college and pro, are both having issues. But I don't know how you bubble football, to be honest. It's way too many guys.
Football's a tough one because it's a contact sport. So I don't know how you keep guys from not getting spit and sweat and everything else all over each other.
Now, hockey's the same way, essentially, but they got all that equipment on too. But you're going to get that special thing when you probably didn't want to get it.
Yep, that's exactly that. Because I couldn't do anything.
Oh yeah, did you hear the Cardinals players all got sick because they went to a casino?
Fucking stupid, these guys. Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, McCutcheon's pissed on the Phillies. They had to
blame them. Like, how dumb is that? Just stay in your hotel room.
Yeah, like the Marlins were stupid and disobeyed the rules, and the Phillies got punished for it as well.
Right.
When they did nothing wrong.
Like, I can guarantee you there's nobody on the Yankees, going out and partying after the game, if not just staying in their rooms and not doing anything, you know?
I think most of the teams are. It's just the problem becomes if one team does it, and
right, it screws everybody else.
They could possibly infect another team, which, you know.
This is getting rather difficult.
But
I'm gonna die here. Yep, just died.
yeah, the what's it called? Yeah, it's like, and I like how they just appointed someone to keep track, like a representative going to each team or something, or in each city.
Why did it take that long?
Because baseball had no plan. Because they're run by, they're owned by a bunch of, you know, people that probably believe in the hoax theory, and it's just the flu, and
yeah, when they don't
they
have
had
any
no
players
plan.
left, then they'll realize, hey, it's a problem.
Yeah, they went with no plan.
Well, they basically forced their guys to play.
Yeah, just so they could keep negotiating rights in the CBA. But anyway, enough sports. I know that's
Yeah, enough sports. I'm sure everybody who tuned into this to watch us play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is like, why are they talking about sports? Who gives a shit? Well, when it's the only thing you got, it's you gotta talk about it.
Yeah, but I would have to play Turtles in Time on the SNES. Like I said, I've only watched YouTube videos of speedruns to see if there's a graphical difference. I know Mode 7.
Yeah, like I said, you can't do certain things in this game. Like, you can't throw the guys at the screen, which I want to say was an arcade thing. You could do that in the arcade.
Yeah, because Battletoads did it, that's why. I like how they just assumed that the second choice is Ralph in this game.
He's like the worst in this game. Yeah, to beat Shredder, you had to throw the guys into the screen.
I think it's a different end boss in this game. I'll have to see if there's a speed run of it.
Of this game? I'm sure there is.
No, like that I can find. I really only like watching the ones that are done live.
The game's done quick, guys.
Yeah, because the ones that do like have the world records and stuff and do it on their personal channels, they're like so into it that it's not entertaining to me. Like they don't say anything, or you know. And I'm like, as much as I like watching speedruns, I'm not here just to watch you be really good at video games, dude. Like, tell me what you're doing, you know? Even if it's educational.
The problem, like, they are so good that... Who is this?
Otetsu. I think I had him. I think he's in the movies.
Oh, okay. He's that guy.
Dan would probably know a little bit better than me. He's more of the Turtles fan than I am.
I love that he's a bitch and he's attacking me. Even though I can't attack him.
He has a little bit of a pattern, but I don't know what the... Seems like you're just one-on-one with him now. you can hit those back at him when he shoots them straight.
Real late on it.
Well, I think you can just spam the hit button too as you're walking up to him, and if he shoots any of them out.
Yeah.
Just make sure you dodge the
ones on top.
That seems to be the strategy once you got him one-on-one now.
Oh my god. I got it. I got it. Alright. 2 more levels. Let's see if we can do it.
Yeah. I actually think he's a much more serious villain than he is portrayed in the movies.
He's pretty serious in the movies, but he's just he doesn't really speak at all.
Yeah, he's kind of like, he always gets foiled.
Yeah.
Still don't know why there's xenomorphs in this game.
They're in Turtles in Time too.
No, that's what. No, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, they make no sense why they're there. I feel like they're like made out of cheese or some weird thing. I forget. There's something weird about them.
They're pizza monsters.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. They're pizza monsters. My Turtles lore was close. What is this, a fucking boss rush all of a sudden?
Well, now he's purple. Or was he purple the first time?
He was not. He was green.
Yeah, that's the old story Jen told about having pink hair the first time.
Yeah.
About why Link to the Past Zelda looks the way he does and looks different than every other Link. It's because they only have a certain amount of colors. You know, the 256. And so they had to do pink to distinguish him from the rest of his outfit.
Oh, that was it. I used all my continues.
You got 10. How did you get 5 points as Raph?
They might automatically get points. The second player got 5 points.
Okay.
Oh, well, that only took a half hour. I can go through another run of it. I can try.
Yeah. Wasn't that, just thinking of your initials there, was there ever a point in your life when people thought of calling you TJ?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can turn up how many... Alright, well, I'm gonna do that. Color mode anime. Should I do anime or comic?
Ooh. Well, what did we have it on last time?
We had it on anime.
Yeah, go to comic. Yeah, we'll see the other one.
Alright, now that I've made the game way easier...
No, you essentially put it on easy. Like 5 and 5 is probably easy. 3 and 3 is normal. You know, that's how they did. You know.
Honestly, I'm not seeing much difference in the color. Could just be me though.
Maybe it's just.
Oh no. Oh, okay. They look different. They definitely look different. He's not green.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's the color of the turtles.
I didn't even know that was an option.
That's pretty good. That at least gives us an excuse for a second run through. wish there were secret area things.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. But
like if you jumped on that ladder. I don't think so, but that would have been. Yeah, they would not be able to get away with that in today's video game atmosphere.
what's that?
You give me a ladder, I should be able to climb the ladder.
Oh. You know, I mean, now that retro games are kind of in vogue, I could see them get. I mean, Streets of Rage 4 did. There's all kinds of crap in the background that you can't touch.
Yeah.
But they do give you an option to touch certain things, like the arcade cabinets and stuff.
And I guarantee you people still complain.
I mean, that's just the way things are.
Yeah. Yeah, while we're playing a game on the Genesis, I was thinking, you know what's the most game, not overrated, but game that I just never got, that was like a really popular thing when I was a kid, and maybe it's the genre, was Eternal Champions.
I have Eternal Champions. It's a fighting game. Right?
Yeah.
It was kind of their. They tried to be Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. I just remember that being huge when I was a kid, and I like played it. I was like, ah.
It wasn't that great. I have all kinds of fighting games. I'm just not a fighting game person at all.
Yeah, they're always fun to have.
Yeah, they're fun for like parties and like streams if you have people like more than one person at your house.
Yeah.
Like you want to do a tournament.
Yeah, they're a lot better when you're doing in couch, Jesus.
In person.
You know, couch co-op. Or couch multiplayer.
Damn it. Stupid crap.
Well, at least you didn't get the... Oh, it killed you.
Yep. It took half my life.
I was like, at least you didn't get the...
That's
at first,
right.
I was like, at least you didn't get the pizza first, but it killed you.
I'm about to get it.
Yeah, because I'm just... As you're here, I still have the game list up for the Genesis Classic.
Was Eternal Champions on that?
Yep.
I remember that being like, oh, it's their Mortal Kombat killer or whatever, but it's just never...
Yeah. Yeah, just like that.
I'm pretty sure that was...
Shooters.
It was a first-party Genesis game, I feel.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a Sega game. I can click on it and probably find out. Yeah, it's Sega. Oh, well, they have the old box art from Vector Man when there was a contest to win $25,000. That's pretty funny. Yeah, they gotta have both Mickey Mouse games on here.
Castle Illusion and World of Illusion.
Yeah. Castle was my my second non-sports Genesis game. Obviously, Sonic was first.
No, of course.
My mom bought the bundle with Sonic 1.
Yeah, our NES was bundled with Super Mario and which, when I was way too old to find out that wasn't always the packing game. Like, Duck Hunt was its own thing at one point. Like, you could purchase it separate. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't know that either for a while. The one that shocked me was finding out that Sonic wasn't the original pack-in game with Genesis. That it was Altered Beast.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because that was a really hugely successful arcade game for Sega.
Right.
And I hear that the arcade game is actually not so much better, but it makes more sense why it was popular. The old blinking when his health's almost done.
I'm just glad this isn't like Castlevania, where their last attack can still kill you, even though you killed them. Oh, Jen, let Dan have a pair of bells.
Yeah, the man's got to keep his gains up.
Just think, you don't have to pay for him to go to the gym if you let him have dumbbells.
Okay, I've never bought dumbbells in my life, but if they cost more than $200, then I can.
Oh, he wants the interchangeable ones.
Oh, okay.
I know which one. Like they slot together.
Okay, to be the different weights.
Yeah. My brother had a set of those. They can get super expensive. They go on sale all the time, Dan. Just watch Amazon. Just search like power blocks on Amazon.
It is funny how, I've met your family a good bit of times, and that sentence you said, I knew immediately which brother you meant.
No, you don't.
Oh, really? It wasn't Steve?
No, it was Dan.
Oh, really? Then I was wrong. I thought it was a kid that played football. Would have had them.
Dan did play football. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah.
Well, then that would have changed my opinion if I had those facts. I still would have guessed Steve.
It's a smart guess.
But I wouldn't have been as confident.
So far in this game, the music's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
I will always be a defender of that Genesis sound chip. Each system, even though I think Super Nintendo, as I think I said on our podcast, in my opinion, may be the greatest console of all time. And I think we figured out that comment is all nostalgia.
Yeah, I think we discovered that. Now, did we ever do an actual episode where we ranked consoles?
Yeah, because we didn't rank.
Or did we just talk about did we just
complained about that top 10 list?
Yeah, but then did we make our own top 10 list?
Probably, but I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I just remember that's where the whole bit about the N64 came from.
Right. Because the guy said the N64 was the best console of all time, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Don't at me, bro.
Yeah, I don't think you could. I think that era of Xbox, N64, PlayStation 1.
Xbox wasn't even out though. It was N64, PS1, and Saturn.
Oh yeah, that's right. Everybody forgets about the Saturn.
Yes, they do, Mark. Yes, they do.
I watched an old because G4 is coming back. They scrounged
We
up.
are going to have to talk about that.
Yeah, they scrounged up an old video that happened to be on YouTube. You know, on Giant Bomb because they used to do the GameSpot TV stuff on there.
Yep.
So Gershman's on there, and you know, so they did a thing where they looked back at. I guess they were doing like the greatest year in video games, and they chose 1998 because of how many of the now most popular series either took huge steps forward or became a thing.
I feel like 97. What year did GoldenEye come out? Was that 98?
97, but that didn't spawn like 98 was Ocarina of Time, Metal Gear Solid, Grand Theft Auto, the original.
97 was Final Fantasy 7, GoldenEye. There was a couple others in 97, but I cannot remember off the top of my head what they are.
Yeah, I think their whole point in the video, well, besides the fact that they picked some things, like I guess to give Saturn its due a little bit, that some of the best Saturn games came out in 98, despite it being the end of this franchise, or the end of the system.
Did Gran Turismo come out in 97?
I'm not sure. I can look it up, but yeah, but the games they listed, I'm like, yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, you have three of the biggest series of all time, you know, when looking back at it even now, you know, got their first major upgrades, or started in that year, you know, we're talking about Metal Gear Solid and...
Metal Gear Solid was 98, not 97?
It was 98, yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was 97.
And, you know...
Was 98 Tony Hawk? Did Tony Hawk come out in 98?
They didn't show Tony Hawk, but I'll look it up. But yeah, but just that Grand Theft Auto's the original, the top-down one came out in 98.
Grand Theft Auto, granted, it spawned the greatest games of all time. Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2 were not very good.
Yeah, they weren't talking about them being good games. They were just like 98 had this slew of great games, and they showed like the great single games, like Panzer Dragoon for Saturn, Xenogears, and you know all that stuff.
I need to play Xenogears.
And then they said, but it also launched, you know, some of the best franchises. Even if the first game they mentioned specifically that original Grand Theft Auto got like mediocre reviews, you know.
Yeah, some of the originals in those series, which is so weird to think about. Like, you look at Red Dead Revolver. It has not. First of all, it has nothing to do with Red Dead Redemption, but it spawned Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, which are great games.
Yeah, Tony Hawk was 99.
Tony Hawk was 99. Okay.
But yeah, it all comes down to that argument. Uh-oh, what's bad news?
It probably has something to do with the game.
No, it probably has to do with Cool Hair Kate.
Dead by Daylight.
Oh.
Wait, what?
So, does that mean we can't play together? Or is it just mean it's going to be harder for me? Oh, there goes your rank. Okay. Yeah, and I need to know how things affect me.
does not give a shit about your rank.
How does it affect me, Jen? Oh, I get what you mean now. I mean, the level 19 people were kicking my ass, so it's not really a big deal.
So much for this being easier. My ass whooped again.
Well, no, not the easiness isn't the enemies get tougher. It means that you have more lives and continues to get through it.
Also, you can turn off back attacks. Like, you can...
Yeah.
So you can't get attacked from behind.
Yeah.
That would make it easier. But
That would definitely be it.
That would,
That wouldn't be the game.
I wouldn't count that.
Ooh, nice. Congrats, guys.
Awesome. Official is good. I don't know if I ever told you guys this story, but when we were doing our closing, we sat in the closing office for like 4 hours because we had to wait for the sale of our house to go through. And for whatever reason, they wanted to have the girlfriend or fiance of the person that was buying my house. They wanted them on the contract, and they weren't on the mortgage that morning. And by, I don't know, 4 o'clock on a Friday, they were still not on the contract. They were not on the thing. So we had to sit around and wait for them because we could not purchase our house until they were done. So just be happy you don't have to deal with that shit.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm on the other side of the equation in real estate.
Yeah, it's some bullshit.
Yeah, the only bullshit I have to deal with is this thing my fellow agent in our office had to deal with today. Is she made a deal, rented a thing, and went through the whole process. Get it all ready, and then the owner decided to renege on the deal and go with another person that another agent had gotten for.
Isn't that against the law? I feel like there's a law against that.
Yeah, we can't, if we don't manage it, they have the right to pull the acceptance. It's weird, the way the contracts are written. As long as they don't, I think they get all their money back, is the way it gets out of being legal,
Oh,
like we don't keep any of their money. Yeah.
But still, it's a contract.
Oh, I know. Well, they didn't sign the lease yet, so.
Oh, okay. Still, that's.
Oh no, it's shitty because my partner there loses commission for no fault of her own. But yeah, that's the worst that we deal with is owners that we don't manage their properties. You know, being shitheads. Because they can be.
Yep.
Yeah. We make, everyone that we manage, we make sign a contract that I think we're a lot more fair than a lot of the rental agencies out there. Yeah, enough old man real estate talk. I love our tangents all turn into, yes, we're old.
Yes, we are freaking old.
We're going to start talking about, you know, mortgage insurance and stuff like that.
Oh, please don't get me started.
PMI and, you know. All that good stuff.
Well, the fact that I didn't have to pay it on my last house and I have to pay it on this house is ridiculous.
Yep.
So, old man yells at cloud. Get used to it.
Yeah, we should just, as tough as it is, I always say, just because I see some sides of it is, you know, you can be frustrated and upset, but at the end of the day, just be like, hey, at least I can afford to do this, you know?
Yeah, that's definitely a plus, but I can't, because at some point that goes away, so that day's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those, yeah. It's one of those things with anything, you know. It's just like, shit, this sucks, but, you know, there are millions of people that rent because they can't save up to buy a house.
Yeah, I definitely don't, I can't complain that much, but...
Yeah, like I said this to, was it an owner or somebody, you know, when they were complaining and they kept interrupting, going, oh, but I shouldn't be complaining, you know. Like, no, you can complain as long as you understand.
Yeah.
You know, complaining without understanding is when it becomes an issue, at least in my book.
No, yeah, I agree. Totally agree. I hate these guys. Stupid throwing stars.
Yeah, I think the thing had to do with a tenant doing a payment plan during COVID. You know, they started going, well, I have a mortgage and stuff, and this sucks for me on my side. I'm like, okay. But you do understand it sucks worse for them. They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay. Vent to me on the phone. That's fine. But, you know.
Oh, that was some bullshit.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Oops.
See, I've only used one continue so far, right?
Yeah. That's the easy mode part of it, is having 5 lives. You get essentially, so you had 3 lives, 3 continues, so that's, you know, essentially 9 lives. And here you essentially have 25?
5 lives per continue, yeah. I put in the Konami code, so I didn't even think to try that.
There's probably something. We can do it at the end.
I wonder if it gives you anything.
One of my favorite features on
Jesus, what the
hell? What was I saying about? Oh, with one of my favorite features. I, yeah, I know I always bring up their name, but it was like when Giant Bomb was the first time I saw someone beat Contra without using the lives code.
I've never seen someone beat it.
Yeah.
In college, my roommates always, like on a Saturday morning, they'd be like, all right, we're beating Contra today. They'd throw in the code. Well, first they would try it without it. And they're like, fuck it, we need the code.
Yeah, their feature was, this is the run where they try to beat those games that usually take under an hour.
Yeah.
On NES and all. Like they beat, what was it? Well, they beat Altered Beast, which was the one they hated the most.
Well, that's because the game sucks.
They beat Contra and Contra Hardcore.
Contra Hardcore is supposed to be really difficult.
Yeah. And they beat my, I think it was like Unknown Guilty Pleasure or whatever. Jackal.
Oh, on the NES?
NES, yeah. This is definitely a fight that once you get the ads out of there.
That's the problem. Once they're gone, it's an easy fight. Come on. Die. Yep, I couldn't even do anything. I got up and I got hit immediately.
Alright, just do that level over again.
Well, at least I get to start right up with this.
Oh, that's
I
good.
don't have to play the whole level. So, on this week's podcast, we talk about our favorite online multiplayer game, since it was just announced that multiplayer is probably going to be free on Xbox's new console, which is a new thing, because you pretty much always had to pay for multiplayer on Xbox.
I think the last time it was free was PlayStation?
PS3 started with free multiplayer. Well, actually, I think it was always free multiplayer, but it sucked. And things like it going down for 3 months happened.
For some reason, I remember you getting rid of all these ads.
I don't know why it's taking so long for me to get rid of them. Maybe I was focusing on them more. Whatever.
There you go.
So, yeah, let us know what your favorite multiplayer is.
Yeah, online specifically.
Yeah, online multiplayer.
Yeah,
Because that's what we were interested in. I talked about my first one, StarCraft, which, if you've been watching the streams, you know that Dan played StarCraft 2 on its 30th anniversary.
Yeah, we totally planned for me and Dan. That's why we did it.
It's nice when the night comes together.
Yep. Yeah, I forgot how terrible I probably am at those kind of multiplayer games, because I haven't really played them multiplayer in a long time.
Well, yeah, when you're playing against the computer and then all of a sudden you go against playing against a person, it's way different. Anytime you play an RTS against a real person.
Yeah, Dan beat me in one of the matches by using a trick he saw on YouTube.
Did he Zerg rush you?
No. No, with the Protoss, there's a way to do the warp thing where you like set up a warp and set up one of those like sentinel things, and basically trap me in my base. Because anytime I built something to take out his things or try and build a new base, his sentinel like tower defense thing could just destroy anything that walks.
Oh, he sentinel rushed you.
Essentially, yeah.
That's a thing. That was a thing in the original game.
But I didn't know about that, so when I saw him first, I'm like, oh, so this is weird. These things are being built here. Instead of prioritizing, oh shit, I gotta get the hell out of here. Photon cannon.
There you go. Cannon rushed you. Is this a boss rush? I'm not really sure. Yep.
I think you're gonna like do a level boss, Oh no.
No, it's boss rush. And they're all beefed up, which is lovely for me.
I tried to do the Zerg rush thing when we were playing the computer, but I couldn't figure it out.
You basically just make as many Zerglings as you possibly can and just keep sending them.
I probably didn't realize how the Zerg worked, but I knew about the Zerg rush. I was like, how exactly do you do this? Yeah, it reminded me that trapping in the base reminded me of when I was playing Age of the Empires 2 a while ago. And some guy trapped me from even having any kind of thing on a river or lake ocean thing. Because he would he just kept sending ships after to stop me from doing it. So I built like a wall of like sentinel things that would just constantly shoot at his ships while I built things. Yeah, it was kind of funny when I looked at and saw the
This is not good.
yeah, I wonder. You can just stay away from him. And
yeah, I need to just stay away and get another life.
Yeah. I just realized how close you were. I wonder if that was just a bug.
What, not getting close to him?
No, when they stopped coming.
I don't know.
Well, at least you got the life.
Please. I got the life, but I like immediately wasted it. Yep, and I'm dead. I really hope I don't have to do that whole thing over again.
Oh, see you in a second.
Yep, the gauntlet. Yep, I gotta do it all over again. Son of a bitch.
The good thing is when you lose all your continues.
Yeah, it'll be time to end. I don't know what the point of these things being here is. I really don't. They just... You don't have to kill them. They just kind of jump around for a little while.
Well, they get you points. I'm assuming.
Ugh. Be smart against him. He's way too easy to be losing a point. What the fuck was that?
Got too close to him.
I don't know, it never happened before. Ugh. I hit the wrong button. Ugh.
Yeah, I think the strategy is if you need to when you come back, is you gotta try and beat the first one without losing a life.
Yeah, I mean, I should not have lost the life. The pattern's way too easy. I really shouldn't lose a life to Rocksteady. At least not that hard. But I keep doing stupid shit like that, jumping right into them. Well, I have 3 lives, or not 3, but I have 2 and a little bit for the next one.
Yeah. Which I think if you get up there with 4 and...
Fucking ads are the worst in this. The other problem is if you guess wrong which way he's jumping, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Like, he just keeps jumping right on top of you. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. Shit. Sorry if I'm not talking, friend. I'm doing my best to concentrate.
Oh, no, I understand.
No! You gotta be fucking kidding me! I wasn't even standing and I got hit. Ugh. Oh my god, I don't want to do that again.
Alright, let's do it again.
Ugh. I'm also not doing very well with Xenomorphs. My ass kicked by them, so that's good.
Totally positive.
Please, just get the fuck out of here. Ugh. Yeah, there's no way I'm beating this without losing a life. Yep, here's the first one. Now, I'm guessing that Lizard Head in the show slash comic is from New Orleans. Am I wrong in that?
I'm not sure, but that would seem like
Or Louisiana.
a Leatherhead.
Leather, excuse me. That's right. Not Lizard Head. For Christ's sake.
I mean, I would have believed you.
Alright, so... this is gonna suck. God damn it. So, Dan, am I right in the thought that Leatherhead is from the southeast United States? Particularly the Bayou?
You are correct.
I am correct. That's what I figured. I'm in a lot better shape than I was last time.
That's
It
good.
doesn't mean anything. He fucking jumps. Screws me because I'm just not in a good position. Like I'm in the middle of hitting.
You better dance.
Come on, you son of a bitch. Hey, I got it. Fuck you, man. That's all I gotta
Yeah. Fuck you, Gangrel.
say. Fuck you, Gangrel. Oh, no. No! God damn it with the Mausers.
Oh no.
I don't know how this. Have I taken any of his health down yet?
No.
I can see that it's doing something when I'm hitting him. Oh, I got a health bar down. Ah, I'm gonna have to do this all over again, and I'm not doing that. Just stop doing the move that drains your health, please. Fuck, he did it again! Stop! Oh, I got an extra life, thank God. Get up. Come on, I almost have this, dude. Just die, would you? Fuck you, man. Stockman.
My dear Mausers!
This is really stressful.
That's what I imagine he sounds like.
This is the last level. I think I have one continue left.
At least we made it to the last level, so we got to see all the levels.
Unless I'm missing something and like I'm sure I gotta fight Krang. Because that only makes sense. The final shell shock. They didn't give me anything? Oh, that sucks. I have 0 lives.
With a full health bar.
These fucking mouths are the worst. Now, I don't know how you beat Shredder in this because you can't throw the guys at the screen.
There has to be another way.
I could use a pizza right now.
In more ways.
In more ways than one. It's great. I may die. These guys are bitches. Alright, I think
Ah,
this is
you
it.
were 2 Mausers away!
I know. I think this is the last continue. We'll find out. Oh, so
There we go.
okay, that worked out well. I don't like these fucking things.
I think they're supposed to be like sort of easy enemies to beat to get your number up.
They're not though. Fucked with the Mausers. God damn it. Something interesting to me that they did in like the cartoon is that I'm pretty sure the foot soldiers are all either robots or clones or something of that nature, but in the movies they're real people.
Yeah. They're robots.
Robots. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I guess robots would have been big.
This is the 80s, so yeah.
Yeah.
Transformers was a thing. RoboCop.
Yeah, I think if it was made in the 90s, it would have been clones.
Coming up on an extra life here, so that's cool. Because I'm sure what the fuck, man? What is going on here?
I don't know what those things are.
They pop up, you can't avoid them. That's some horse shit. I wonder if there's any pizzas in this because it's like shredders or whatever. Oh, the balls. These things. Come on now. Some interesting parallax scrolling going on in the background. bitch. Orange guys. Come on. These guys are getting increasingly hard.
Stick that quarter in and get the extra life.
No. God damn it. Ugh. Piece of shit. Here's Krang. Yeah. This should be interesting.
Super Krang.
Oh, I thought I was gonna sneeze. Ate a missile in the face. So close.
I love that the animation for him flexing when he gets hit.
What the fuck was that? I'm gonna die. Oh, come on! Holy shit! I beat him with one sliver of life left.
I don't know how you survived those missiles coming down.
I mean, I don't know why I'm gonna bother with this fight. I have one sliver of health left. Unless it allows me to continue from here, which I doubt it. Oh, good pizza. Of course, it's an elevator level. It wouldn't be a fucking 90s video game without an elevator level.
I was waiting for this.
Or a beat 'em up. It wouldn't be a beat 'em up for that fact. Maybe I'll be able to get an extra life here. I doubt it. We'll see.
You'll get pretty close if you don't.
can survive, that is. These guys are kicking ass.
Well, if you do have it continue, it will continue at the Olympic level, I would imagine.
I would hope it would continue at the start of this. Yeah, this is probably gonna be it. There's no way I'm getting 30 points before I die. Especially not with the Mausers. God damn it.
Bowser's is probably your best shot, to be honest.
Yeah, but the problem is that they get past you.
No, they're one-hit kills is my thing.
Yeah, but no, that was it. All right, folks. That sucks.
All right, that's pretty good. Good job.
It's one of those games you're gonna have to come back to.
Yeah.
Well,
It definitely seems like a game to put on your list for Extra Life.
yes, I agree. I think this will be perfect for Extra Life, especially if we want to play something that's multiplayer.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. We also have to start thinking about like solo streams for Extra Life, like hour-long chunks.
Yeah, well, we have to start thinking, what happens if we can't all be in the same room?
That's what I mean. Like if we each got to take like 7 or 8 hours, you know.